Holmgren. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Back to Hartenstein. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Great job by Tatum in close.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Pass to Caruso. The layup off target.
He'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Thunder with the lead. There's the drive. That one goes. Count it. Caruso's got the first basket of the third quarter for Oklahoma City. And here's Tatum for 3. The Thunder pull it in.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
To the wing on the left. Releases. Hands the shot from the wing. Caruso's got the lead up to 5 now for Oklahoma City. Tatum with it. Bamba picks him up. Out to White. Tatum looking around. Beyond the arc. Pocket 6. Inside. Tatum automatic.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Pass to Tatum. Throws it down, JT.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Just blitzing the defense. Holiday gets to the hoop before they're able to stop him.
Holmgren can't hit.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Austin shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
It's White on the wing. Holiday left side. Tatum on the wing. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And for Porzingis, gosh, a dunk looks so easy.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidated, David, and we thank you for that report. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And I think Porzingis is realizing as he gets on in years in the NBA, his size and getting to the offensive rebound is going to help him score.
And there it is for him.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Outside Tatum. The screen from Brown. Tatum with it. Williams picks him up. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. It's a one-point game. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And this is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
Williams with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's open. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
I like their defense today. We don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Wasted no time on that one. White's got 5 now.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Stolen by Holiday. Here's Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Dort.
A fluid, talented scorer with length. Tatum is hard to defend because of that versatility.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 22. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. For the 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Here's Tatum. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to White. For the lead. Caruso grabs the miss. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Substitution on the court.
Goes up off the inbound.
Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He comes away.
The Celtics, 49.
We've reached the 4th quarter. What has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And the Celtics with possession here. The lead is 2. Here's Pritchard. Off target from outside.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Pass to Wallace. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Floats one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And that one falls for Joe.
At the line for your Oklahoma City.
He's perfect from the line this time. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Pritchard. And Greg has it in the corner. Crafty move. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Shireman. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Pass to Wiggins. Fires the 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Craig with it. Now defended by Wiggins. It's blocked. On the wing, Wallace. Joe with it. Wiggins outside. And here is Caruso. 5 to shoot. Here's Joe. The offensive rebound. Wallace. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Over to the wing. The wide open look here for Craig. Sinks the triple. And the Celtics lead by 10.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
And the Thunder with some changes. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Shot, high post. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Thunder trailing by 9. Into the lane. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Tatum. Rebound by Williams.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side. I will tell you what, Jalen Williams is cold-blooded. Big points there.
Tatum's shot is off. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Seems like Gilgeous-Alexander's next shot is never far off. He can get the bucket they need.
Pass to Brown. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive with his decision-making in terms of driving the basketball. Solid at kind of just putting his head down and creating the angle, and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul.
outside. Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren in the post. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now here's White. Count it!
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Thunder.
Taken away by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Celtics. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's good!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And so they foul intentionally.
Chet Holmgren. Second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trailed by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
At the line for the Celtics.
So it gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
From Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Holmgren with the steal. And so it's the Boston Celtics.